G'day, that's Lot Car Guy here. So another day, another delivery, 2 Porsche Scalextrics Vintage. I think they're from the 80s, unboxed unfortunately, but very excited to have them in my collection. So let's jump right into the Porsche unboxing. And these arrived first thing this morning. I actually missed the driver. I heard him driving off, so I ran out of my shed to grab the box. It's 2 Porsches by Scalextrics. They're old school 80s, 90s, I'm guessing 80s. Again, I don't Google this stuff. I just receive it and then review it because I'm too excited. But again, unboxed. Happy with that, but let's have a close look at both cars. So first up is the Valvoline Porsche. Now, I'll show them quickly now. We'll zoom in and then we'll take one of them apart to see how they run because they're identical cars other than livery. And then the next one up is the Dunlop livery, which I'm super excited to have this car. The yellow and the blue with the gold rims. A great combination. Awesome to have. So let's zoom in on these cars. And again, we'll use one of them to look inside and see how these things run. Alrighty, so let's take a look at both cars. We'll move the Dunlop out the way and we'll start with the Valvoline. I think I said Valvoline in the intro, which I probably shouldn't have. The Valvoline. So beautiful condition car. As I said in the intro, unboxed, which I'm happy with that, no problems at all. I just like collecting different liveries and adding them to my personal collection. Now the tyres on these, let's flip it over. The tyres look pretty good. I love the old style fatties. Rear wheel drive, both of them are rear wheel drive, and there's this beautiful plate with the magnet that sits on the rear, so we'll go zoom in on that a little bit. So as you can see at the back, there's a nice silver plate with the magnet hanging on the top of it, so that sort of floats. It's almost like an F1 car with their scraper plate underneath. As you can see, that back part's not attached to the car at all, it's just like but very stiff, so that's pretty cool. So it's not always touching, it might flex and move around, so cool idea. Inline motor. Scalextric's inline motor, guide at the front, and again rear wheel drive, but beautiful, beautiful, beautiful looking car. And again, not Valvoline, it's Valvoline. And number 86. So that's the Valvoline. Let's check out the Dunlop now. I got this one right because I'm super excited about this color combination. The yellow and the blue is beautiful with the gold rims. Again, beautiful condition, unboxed, but very, very lovely condition. The stickers, the paint, the plastics, they're not yellowed out, so very cool. Now again, we'll flip it over and it's the same underneath, but look at that yellow base, this pops, love that color. Beautiful color combination. Inline, rear wheel drive again, and it's got the same magnet plate on the rear with a rear magnet behind the rear wheels. And the guide at the front. So beautiful looking cars. Now let's use the Valvoline and we'll rip this one apart to see inside the Porsche. Alrighty, so I removed the screws. So to get this car apart, it's 2 little screws, which is quite easy to take off. The reason I haven't separated it yet, because I wanted to show how that actually happens. So the front itself clips in, and I might not be able to get this on camera, and it simply lift the back and pull down. So I'll pull towards there you go. And it clips out. So as you can see on the front, there's these 2 little clips. You can see them hopefully in the reflection. And they actually clip into the front, almost the indicator section. So there's little gaping holes in the indicator, and that's where those clip into. So pretty smart idea. All right, now there's a lot going on inside the the chassis, so let's do that first. And the reason this is running lights, which is really cool to see. So as you can see, we've got an inline motor, rear wheel drive on that retro angle. A lot of the cars from this era do run on that slight angle, but there we go. We've got a spaghetti of wires. Now it is front and rear, and we'll do that again. Front and rear lights, powered by the actual car itself. Obviously, when you put the connectors onto the track, the lights will turn on. Very cool. It's got some, I think they're called transistors, are they? I don't know what they're called. If there's any sparkers or electric guys out there, don't have a crack at me, but I don't know what they're called. Capacitors maybe? I don't know. Flux capacitors. And nice bit of circuit boards. They're very old school when it comes to running lights, but I don't think they're going to blow in a hurry. So again, inline motor, rear wheel drive, very, very basic for the era, but look at that spaghettiness of wires, really cool. So let's flip that over and we'll check out underneath. And again, I can show you that rear plate. If I come, I'm just trying to get the angle so you can see underneath. And that rear plate, as you can see, it doesn't touch the chassis at all, so that's quite flexible. At the moment it's very stiff, but I can imagine if you're going at high speeds, it will come on and off the track, which, you know what, that's pretty realistic for the time. Gives that different driving style, I guess you could say. So there we go. Let's have a look at the shell again itself. As always, I like to flip underneath to see what kind of room we've got, and that's a pretty, a lot of room in that shell. The reason I check this, I like to see how the old cars were made compared to the new cars, how much supports they needed with the moulding and designs they used. They're very cool. And I think these go pretty well. I haven't run this around the track yet. I might actually try and get some footage now of this around the track. But if not, at least we've had a quick look at it. So there we have it, some vintage Scalextric Porsches that I can add to my collection. A quick look inside. And as always, at that slot car guy on Instagram. Nice little video. Take care. Ciao.